So we're going to use the conditions stated to draw up the graph. On WebAssign, it's a little challenging to graph, so there is a video on Moodle explaining how to graph using Moodle. But for doing it by hand, a slope of 0, remember, means that it's a horizontal line or it's flat line, and it has a y-intercept of 4. So I go up to the number 4 on the y-axis, that's my y-intercept, and a slope of 0 means it goes straight through it and it's a flat line. It doesn't go uphill or downhill. For letter B, we have a y-intercept of -3, so we plot the anchor point, right? And then a positive slope means it goes uphill. I'm going to just pick a random positive slope, like a slope of 2/3, just to show you how you count it off. Remember, slope is rise over run. So I go up 2 units from my anchor point, count up 2, and then run 3. 1, 2, 3. And then where I end up and where I start are the 2 dots I use to connect up and draw it in. And now this has a positive slope because it's going uphill, right? I just randomly picked the number 2/3. You could have picked any positive number and done rise over run with it. Okay. So let's take a look at letter C. This has a slope of 2. Well, that's the rise. The run is over 1, because you can write any whole number over 1. So I have rise over run, and a y-intercept that is negative. So I can pick any negative, number on the y-axis. I'm just going to, pick -2, just for fun. All right, so my B is -2. And then I go up 2, because it's rise 2, and then run 1. So I go to the right 1. I go up because it's +2, and I go to the right because it's +1. And then I connect the dots. And again, you can see my slope was 2 here, so it's going uphill a little faster than what the other one was at 2/3. So letter D, a negative slope and a y-intercept of -3. So I'm going to put the -3 here. That's my anchor point, or my initial amount. A negative slope. I'm going to go -1/3. Again, just a random number here. So it's rise over run. The negative can be either in the top or the bottom, but not both. I usually put the negative up in the top so it doesn't get lost. So this means rise, and now it's not +1, but negative. So I'm going to go down 1 unit, and then the 3 is positive. So I go to the right 3. 1, 2, 3, and then put my final dot in. And now when you graph this one, you can see going from left to right, I'm going downhill, or a negative slope.